America First hat. In each part of it, I mean, this country first, no other. This country or else. And this is more important than ever. Don't you agree it's long past time that we bring Jesus back into government? Christ is king! Christ is king! Christ is king!
Should I care about the Hong Kong dissidents? Should I care about women in Saudi Arabia who can't drive? Yeah, I care about them a little, but I care about Americans first. That's what we're all about. It's about America first. And the coalition that has been forged to urge DeSantis and every other red state governor and red state legislature to get this right is not going away.
Speaking of censorship, there's a lot of people here that are banned from social media, but more importantly, there's a lot of conversations happening that are banned from social media. To watch the full, uncensored, uncut portion of the press conference from Michelle Malkin and other very influential people, go to libertyhangout.tv. First and foremost, why is Ron DeSantis better than any other governor in America?
My belief is that so far he is doing more than any other governor in the United States, or in Florida, to combat, to protect our right to free speech and to combat censorship by the big tech. Yes, lockdowns as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do you have to say, if you had a message for, let's say, Governor Whitmer, if she could take any advice from Ron DeSantis, what would you say to her?
I would say that she has to prioritize the well-being of her people, and instead of protecting the interests of companies and trying to take away our rights to protect a small group of people. And I think what we need to do here is we need to stand up for our rights, and we can't sacrifice them no matter what.
I agree with that. I'm coming over to you.
All right.
So tell us about what you're holding, what you're supporting, why it's so important to pass this bill here in Florida.
All right. Well, what I'm holding here is just defend free speech. It's America first. So basically, we're in favor of the bill, the HB 7013 bill, that will protect people's rights from being censored on social media platforms. But we're also here to support amendments to the bill that make it sort of more effective at protecting people, because right now it doesn't protect normal American people or normal politicians, only people who are running for office, and that's about it. So it's really not strong enough. That's why we're here to push for different amendments to make it stronger, basically.
So today's rally is all about deplatforming big tech, ending censorship. You were banned off of Twitter. Tell us all about it. Why? What was your crime?
I don't even know. They said I was banned for, I believe they said it was, okay, can we recut this? It was targeted harassment, but the other one was, they said I was promoting self-harm or suicide, which I don't even know what that's in reference to at all. And I've emailed them 3 times, and they just keep giving me the same response. You're banned. You're not getting your account back.
So what was the tweet?
No, they won't tell me. They won't tell me. I keep asking. I'm like, what was the tweet? And they're like, you were banned for targeted harassment. I'm like, well, before you said I was encouraging self-harm. And now you're saying that I was a targeted harassment campaign, but can you tell me what the tweet was? What was the tweet that broke to you?
Who did you target with harassment?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm banned from there. I'm banned from TikTok. I'm banned from PayPal. And I'm not even, and I'm not like a nobody. I'm a nobody, but after the first stop rally in DC, I got banned from PayPal, so.
Okay, so that's one of the issues that you guys want to amend, because you're with America First.
Correct.
You want to amend this bill going through
Correct.
Florida to apply to everyday citizens, to platforms like PayPal as well. Why is that important as well as Twitter?
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously that's how most of us make our living, but when it goes even further than that, like Laura Loomer, she was talking about how she was banned from Stripe and how like the GOP, they take donations through Stripe. So like how are we supposed to make any money? How are we supposed to run these campaigns? How are we supposed to, everyone talks about, oh, America is this great democracy or whatever. How are we supposed to stand up and actually run against these people? Even if the elections are legitimate, we can't earn any money, So.
Okay, so you just told me one crucial piece of information, that you support me on Patreon.
I do.
I have to say thank you so much. Number one, you pay for this guy right here to be here with me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, you need to stay safe because Antifa, more like Antifa. So they're terrible. They really are. They're terrorists. But yes, it's good. You need support and you need protection. Definitely.
Thank
so
you.
Yeah, support her. Definitely. If you have the money and you really believe in what she does, support her.
Thank you. This is not scripted or anything.
It's not.
Genuine supporter.
It's not.
Thank you so
I came from California. I'm sending you some California love.
Not too much. Not too much love from California. So you came up to me and you said that you have one very heartbreaking story that I want you to get into, not in much detail if you don't want to.
Right.
But you're saying, more importantly, that you're not allowed to talk about it, and they've been censoring you about it.
Yes.
So let us know what's going on.
So I am a mother to a 13-year-old. She was 13-year-old 3 years ago who escaped child trafficking. So I've been raising awareness for the past 3 years, and I was banned from Twitter. So the platforms that allow predators to come into your home, have shut me down from raising awareness on sex trafficking here in South Florida. It happened here in South Florida.
That's very, alarming. I'm so sorry that happened to you. When they removed you, did they tell you what for?
They did not. They gave me no notice.
They just said, sorry, your account's gone.
I went against community standards and my account was gone. So I asked for to restore my account.
Because your account just isn't just your account. It's raising awareness to what happened to your family, what happens to millions of people's families.
So many children.
Yes.
And under Trump's administration, this was a priority.
Yes.
So, they've censored him from even speaking on child trafficking.
Absolutely.
It's sad. It cannot happen. As Michelle Malkin said, the flip phone. The flip phone is also safe because predators don't enter the social media devices and your smartphones. So it's good for parents. And let's shut them down. Let's shut big tech down.
Yes.
If they are not going to allow me to speak and raise awareness on child trafficking that's going on in our neighborhoods, in this country, let's shut them down.
Yeah, let's don't even regulate them. Let's just shut them down, because if they're limiting your voice, that's talking about what happened to your family, but they're allowing, they allow candidates up there who are making policies to allow sex traffickers into our country, number one. Number two, they promote it. They promote open borders. They promote all of that stuff, and they promote a lot of Democrats who have been cut. I don't want to speak, and get banned here, but we know what they do. We know what they're into. They also let institutions like Planned Parenthood who cover up sex trafficking and human trafficking on their platforms. So with me is actually a celebrity, and you guys might not recognize her, but tell us what you did in New York City.
On July of last year, I threw blue paint on the BLM graffiti in front of Trump Tower.
So we'll just throw up her picture right here. I know you guys know exactly what we're talking about. Here, go ahead and show the camera. So what's funny is, while you have not been banned from big tech, they did try to censor you in a little bit of a way by arresting you, and it became political. Tell us a little bit about the type of censorship you experienced from the government.
Oh, so basically, when I did it, the cops came, they arrested me. Oh, I had to talk to hate crime detectives, had to talk to intel detectives. So basically, they were trying to say I was a racist and a terrorist. De Blasio was trying to say I was a racist and a terrorist because it was him who ordered my arrest. The cops, when I was in there, they were very nice to me. They ordered us pizza. They said, thank you for what you've done. They said, sorry, we had to arrest you. It was a good experience inside the cell, but it's like, why? BLM could burn, loot, and murder, but if I throw paint on a graffiti that doesn't have a permit, it's okay.
So they painted without a permit, and you came in and you also painted without a permit, but you're the one that committed the hate crime.
Exactly. apparently I'm a racist and a terrorist. So
Well, you absolutely look like a racist.
yes, I'm a dark-skinned white.
I love it. Welcome to the crowd.
Yes.
I call myself a black queen. I am a person of color, so respect. Right?
Yes.
We can bring out yeah. There we go. I want you to look into the camera, and I want you to give parents advice. And if you had one piece of advice to parents at home to protect their children, to keep them away out of these dangerous situations that your daughter unfortunately had to go through, what would you tell them?
It's got to start in the home. Social media platforms are dangerous for children. If your child has a smartphone, the likelihood that a predator has entered in your home is almost 100%. Please use those safeguards that are in place. Flip phones are outstanding, buddy systems, school accountability, making sure the school officials are on top of your child. Be on top of our children. They are our future. They deserve their innocence. They have every right to their freedom of innocence, protection, safety that they are born with. They are God-given rights. Please, let's save our children, keep them safe, keep spreading awareness. I cannot be shut down from raising awareness on child trafficking. I have to spread awareness. It is a pandemic in this country. In my opinion, it's the real pandemic. Please save our children. I'm calling on everybody to do their part. Thank you.
Number one, what does America First mean to you?
That means putting the American people and American interests before any other nations first.
Do you think Nikki Haley is an American First Republican?
I think Namrata needs to go back.
Perfect. Okay, so we were talking about censorship earlier. Have you ever gotten any posts taken down or any accused of hate speech?
I mean, I got accused of hate speech, sure, but I have never gotten posts taken down. I take them down myself after putting them there for an hour to laugh for me. But I just use anonymous Twitter accounts to get my laughs and follow the people that I want. But now everybody's moving to Telegram since all the funny people are getting kicked out of Twitter. And it's sad to see that it's like that, but that's the world we live in and we gotta adapt to it, you know?
Absolutely. Do you have any advice for people at home who might be scared of censorship? They don't want to speak out. They're kind of just weary. They don't want to get in trouble for anything. Do you have any words of encouragement that now we need people to speak out more than ever?
Yeah, so I would say, especially now with the government being able to look at everything you do and all your posts and all your history, if you want to work a career where you're going to be in jeopardy, your best bet is just not to be on social media, or at least have a very limited presence where you just focus on, family and stuff like that. But if you're independent and you don't really care who sees your stuff, go nuts. Yeah, it's important that people speak about it, but I think you accomplish more by talking to your inner circle and people you know in real life than just throwing words online where either people aren't going to look at it or you'll get in trouble for it yourself. You don't want to get doxxed.
Absolutely.
So it's very important to build up your own network, do your research, be a good guy, and that's all you can do, really. You don't have that much power. And as Julius Caesar said, follow the law until you are the law. So follow the law.
Until you are the law.
And the next day you wake up and you have no voice. And when you have no voice, you have no choice. This is why this battle is, as Nick said in his America First live stream earlier today, an existential battle. It's about our First Amendment rights and our Second Amendment rights and our Fourth and our Sixth and our Eighth and our 10th and our 14th Amendment rights. All of them. And look what's under attack. Every institution that represents the historic American nation. That's their enemy. Why do you think I wear this America First hat? Each part of it I mean. This country first, no other. This country or else. And this is more important than ever.
Go to libertyhangout.tv right now to watch Kaitlin Bennett Uncensored. Not only will you get to watch exclusive content from me, but you'll get to say you stood for the truth, you stood against radical leftism, and you stood up for America.